Pan-Africanism is the idea that people of African descent, whether they live on the continent or in the diaspora, share a common history, a common struggle, and a common future. At its core, it is a movement for unity, dignity, self-determination, and collective progress. It began as a response to slavery, colonialism, and racism, when Africans and people of African descent were treated as divided groups instead of a connected people with shared interests. The roots of Pan-Africanism go back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when thinkers, activists, and leaders started calling for solidarity across African nations and across the African diaspora. Figures like W.E.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, Kwame Nkrumah, and others helped shape the movement. They believed that Africans could not fully achieve freedom if they remained politically fragmented, economically dependent, and culturally disconnected from one another. The importance of Pan-Africanism lies in its message of unity. It encourages African countries to work together instead of competing in ways that weaken them. It promotes cooperation in trade, education, science, security, and governance. It also restores pride in African identity, culture, and history, challenging the idea that progress must come from outside the continent. Pan-Africanism has had major impacts. It helped inspire independence movements across Africa in the 20th century. It influenced the creation of organizations like the Organization of African Unity, now the African Union, which aims to strengthen continental cooperation. Beyond politics, Pan-Africanism has shaped literature, music, art, and social movements that celebrate African heritage and resistance. Today, Pan-Africanism remains relevant because many African nations still face the effects of colonial borders, economic inequality, and global power imbalances. The movement reminds Africans in the diaspora that unity can be a source of strength. It is not just about shared identity. It is about shared action. In a world that often divides, Pan-Africanism offers a vision of cooperation, empowerment, and a future built by Africans themselves.